Did you know Friday was going to be Friday?
I was hoping it would. When you grow up in the hood, you got your classics. You got your,
yes.
Your Uptown Saturday nights.
Yes.
You got your Coolie Highs.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You got
Car Wash.
Movies, Car Wash. These movies, Claudine, that's just staples.
Yes.
In your household.
Right.
These are movies that your family love, you can watch over and over again.
Right.
So
right.
When I started getting into movies, I said, man, we need a hood classic. We need one of them movies that they love us for, like we love Car Wash and we love, Ron O'Neal.
Right.
He did Superfly. He was a king, to us, So we was like, man, we gotta have one of those, I felt Boys in the Hood was a good one, but I wanted one that was a comedy that people could laugh at and have fun with. So we went out to write Friday for it to be that hood classic. We never knew that there'd be so many people around the world that would love that real hood classic,
Bruh, Friday is the godfather of the hood classics. It's in everybody's top 5. I mean, it doesn't matter. That's in the top. When you say, okay, give me your top 5, when we talk amongst ourselves, Friday is in there. Friday is in there. People like Friday and House Party. I love Players Club. I mean, hey, but you gotta have. Let's talk about some of the people that you've cast. You've casted some great comedians. You had Bernie Mac. You had John Witherspoon. When you did you, and this was before Bernie Mac became Bernie Mac.
Yeah. I love to put people in a position to win, and so they can showcase their talent.
Right.
Russell Simmons was doing it with Def Comedy Jam.
Right.
Introducing a lot of people who you probably would never see unless you went to a black comedy club.
Correct.
So I saw Bernie on and Chris Tucker on that Def Comedy Jam, and I'm like, man, these dudes need to be in a motion picture. If I ever have power to do a movie, I'm putting these dudes in the movie. And I saw the same thing with Jamie Foxx with Players Club.
Right.
I'm one of the first guys to put Jamie in the movie. So I just would see these, hilarious people that I thought like, yo, I'm not a comedian, so I'm gonna surround myself by these top comedians and let them go off.
Right.
And let them do their thing. See, that's the key. Like if I was a comedian, I would feel intimidated by how many laughs this one is getting and that one is getting. So I would suppress that, make sure I was getting all the laughs.
Right.
But by me not worrying about that, I let these guys shine, from Cat Williams, Mike Epps, and just let them go and blow and do their thing. And, they've gone on to have great careers, man, and I'm real proud of it.
But the thing about a comedian is that they really at their best when they ad-lib, with the improvisational. So how much do you let them go as opposed to what you've actually written?
I always, think you got to start with a great script. If the script is not making you laugh out loud, you should keep writing. Okay. Because a great comedian, and not only take that line you wrote, but he'll piggyback off that and continue to ride with the ad-lib. So if you give them a great jump-off point, then they'll start running with the ad-libs, and then they'll come back to the script.
Right.
And so that's the key to my movies. And so I would say about 70% of it is written, but 30% is, letting guys do what they do.
Because when I look at Bernie Mac and playing Dollar Bill in the Players Club, and Jamie Foxx playing Blue, it's unbelievable.
Hey, that's one of the most underrated performances of Bernie Mac in the Players Club. He went off.
He did.
He went off. And so I wrote the movie with him in mind. I didn't have nobody else in my head but Bernie.
Right.
Yeah. and I'm glad he took it and he ran with it. And I'm just proud to be a part of their career and proud to show people, what they got.
You mentioned you put a lot of guys from Jamie Foxx to Bernie Mac to Cat Williams to John Witherspoon, Michael Clark Duncan, Megan Good, T.J. Johnson. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I'm thinking back. That might have been their first taste in the movie business. Is when you put them on.
Yeah, I mean, we was learning together. It's their talent really that put them on. I'm just thank God I was in a position to showcase it. And,
right.
I look at them and I see them doing their thing, and I'm extremely proud that they were able to take that and run with it.
The only thing I hate, Cube, is that Chris Tucker got so big he didn't come back for number 2. But that dude, the one, I don't know if somebody's gonna ever come out with a hood classic better than Friday. I don't know if they can. I don't know how they do it. I really don't.
Hey, like I said, we did that movie in 20 days, and it was magic every day. Like every day, we felt like, damn, this is special. It's like
because everybody is funny in the movie. From Smokey to you to Dad to Big Worm to Smokey's mom. Everybody is funny.
Yeah, everybody got a chance to do their thing.
Yes.
And it was beautiful to do and to see it. This is the first movie that I ever wrote and produced. So it was new to us. And so we were really just having fun. And lucky we had somebody as good as Gary Gray to capture it and shoot it and direct it. We was just like, man, this is a movie we want people to watch every Friday if they want to, kick back. And this is just going to be one of those movies that you got to keep in your rotation.
If it comes on TV, I'm watching it. If it comes on, I don't care. I can't be flipping the channels and all of a sudden that movie's on because I'm going to stay there.
I mean, it's a special movie in a lot of ways. It's a movie that most people don't detect, but it's the day the bully gets beat up.
Right.
And everybody remembers and loves that day when the bully finally get it what he deserves. So that movie has a lot of specialness to it, just on other tips that people don't even really detect most of the time.
Oh, yeah. And Regina King was in the movie. Nia Long was in the movie.
Yeah.
But Cube, let me ask you a question. When you have such great success, and you write Friday, and it's beloved, do you run into the things like, I got to write another Friday? Because a lot of people say what happened to Michael is that when he wrote Thriller, he was always looking for the next album to sell 25 million. And that's not always the case. Sometimes you write something, you do something that you're never going to be recreate. And you have to be okay with that. That doesn't mean you stop trying, but that means you have to be okay with that.
Yeah, sometimes it's a moment in time.
Right.
And you catch lightning in a bottle, as they say. I had vowed not to even do another Friday, but the fans had loved it so much that I said, well, if I'm an entertainer, my job is to give the people what they want. Entertain the people, not just with what I want to give them, but with what they want.
Right.
So I worked hard at writing, the next Friday, which introduced Mike Epps, and Pinky, and, all the other, characters that you end up loving. So, but I never felt that I was chasing the first one. Even with, the barbershops.
Right.
We did that. The first
Sandy
one was
Entertainer.
Yeah, it was a home run, epic in a lot of ways. But with 2 or 3, I never felt I was chasing it. I always felt like I need to do a standalone movie.
Right.
So if 1 never existed, 2 has to stand alone and be a comprehensive, its own thing, and not just borrow off of the jokes from the first one.
Right.
And so that's what I really worked at doing, is making each movie stand on its own, funny, and not just regurgitate jokes from the last one. You know, the only thing you're going to see in all of them is you got knocked out. You know what I mean? You'll see that in all of them.
Right.
But for the most part, you can watch 3 and never seen 2 or 1. Or you can watch 2 and never seen either of them and still enjoy the movie as its own thing.
I love Roey Santa Claus too, Ricky Smiley.
Yeah, you know, Ricky, you know, he a comedian. Yeah. He wasn't used to doing all that physical comedy. Right. So by the end of me whooping him with that Christmas tree, Ricky was about done with my ass. He was like, man, how many more times you got to hit me with this tree? So we got to get another angle, man. A couple more angles, Ricky, and we'll let you go, man.
Yeah.
But he was the man.
And you put Terry Crews in?
Yeah, Terry Crews. I had met him on next Friday. He was doing security outside my trailer. And we just talked, and he was a good dude. And I was like, you know what? If I ever need a Debo Part 2, I'm gonna get this dude. So when we thought of Damon as, you know, the landlord's son who just got out the pen, you know, it was like, yeah, he's perfect. He's perfect.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button to become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we always do something before 2 something.